What's going on, guys? This is Miasin. So you guys are probably gonna laugh because Splite obviously had to get more support, obviously. The deck's not tier 0 enough. It obviously needed more cards to make it even more degenerate than it already is. So today I will be featuring those, showing those cards as well as some other cards that we just received. But before this video starts, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. If you're not subscribed to my channel, bro, I don't even know what you're doing in your life, but you are missing out. Anyways, let's get right into the first card. So, Final Battle at Golgunda. Yeah, nice. Continuous spell card, you can only use the third effect that discards demon's return. The first effect is a continuous effect that makes it so this continuous spell becomes the name of the field spell while it's on the field or in the graveyard. No idea how relevant this could be. Anyways, once per turn, if a card or cards you control would be destroyed by battle or by card effect, including your own card effect, not too bad, you can send one fusion monster that mentions Fallen of Albaz as material from your extra deck to the grave instead. You know, instant fusion, summon El Shaddai Winda, and then, oh, it wants to destroy itself. Not gonna happen because I'm gonna protect it by Foolishing Albion. Not only am I keeping the Winda, but on top of that, I'm getting either branded in red or branded banishment for free. Yes, this is very juicy, absolutely magnificent. Anyways, the third effect, during each end phase, speaking of end phase Alameo, if you have Fallen of Albaz on your field or in your grave, you can special summon one Spriggan's monster from your hand or deck. How many more times are we going to see Fallen of Albaz being mentioned in cards? 700 times? Isn't it like the oh my god, dude. Anyways, yeah, okay, whatever. Summon a Spriggan's monster from your deck. I don't know how good this is. I mean, Spriggan monsters are decent at making rank 4s and not doing much else, but yeah, I don't know if Spriggans have the potential to be tier 1 one day featuring, I don't know, Despia cards or something. Let me know. Anyways, Tri-Brigade Last Stand, continuous spell card. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. If a BBW, shoutouts to Drake, is special summoned to your field, you can target one of your banished Tri-Brigade monsters added to your hand. This is already very good because you can trigger this effect on your own turn and your opponent's turn. You basically banish a bunch of monsters and then summon your Link monster and then recycle back one of them so you have like more gas in your hand. And then you start going +1 when you start doing it on your opponent's turn. So like the second usage, because the first time you kind of just break even. But either way, this is already very good. If your Tri-Brigade monster battles an opponent's monster after damage calc, you can return that opponent's monster to the hand. So, I don't know if this is really insane. It's not too bad. It's once per turn, but it makes it so that all of your Tri-Brigade monsters, including the shitty ones, can start doing things. So, yeah, I don't know. Non-targeting, non-destructive removal, I'm not going to complain about this, but the first effect already makes this card good enough in my eyes, at least, and it's searchable as well, even though you probably will never search this over Tri-Brigade Revolt, because, yeah, Revolt is better. Anyways, no, that is not the card that I wanted to show, but that is the, those are the new cards that I wanted to show you guys. So the two new Splite cards. Again, the deck was complete garbage, so it clearly needed more support. Splite Sprint, Link 2, Fire Thunder, Link Effect 14, bottom left, top right, weird ass zones. Two monsters, including a level rank Link 2 monster, so the exact same thing as Splite Elf. You can only use one of the two effects per turn, and only once that turn. Cannot be used as a Link material, but only during the turn it was Link summoned, so next turn you can. And off of IP Masquerade on your opponent's turn, you can. So the exact same clause as we saw on Union Carrier and Platinum Gadget. If this card is Link summoned, you can foolish your deck for a level 2 monster from your deck to the grave. So that can already be very good with Swap Frog, but it can also be pretty nice with the Soul Scissors, because this card has a very relevant graveyard effect. So Konami clearly trying to push level 2s, and yeah, definitely a very nice way to do it. So the first effect is already off to a great start, but it gets even better. If another monster is special summoned while this monster is on the field, so special summoned either on your field or on your opponent's field, either if it's you or if it's your opponent, doesn't matter. You can detach one material from your Xyz monster, doesn't have to be a Splite monster, can be anything. Then target one monster on the field, return it to the hand. That's also really freaking insane. And another thing that you could do is bouncing back your own Ash. So, you know, you can go Needle Fiber, summon Ash, and then bounce it back that way. So definitely something that could come up in the OCG. Even if they don't play Swap Frog, they can still, you know, summon Maxi off of Gigantic Splite and then find a way to bounce it back. So, Yeah, being able to bounce back your own cards always has the potential to be like extremely degenerate. But even if all you can really do is bounce back your opponent's monsters, it's still insane because it's still an interruption. So this second effect is an interruption as long as you have at least one other Xyz monster that has a material. So the Toad that is revived back of Splight Elf will not be able to trigger this, but the first Toad definitely could. And then the first effect is good for slightly obvious reasons. I mean, a Foolish Burial effect is always good, and honestly, just about anything. Alright, the second card and the final card that I will be reviewing today will be Splight Double Cross. Normal trap card that you can only activate one copy of per turn. Target one monster on the field or in the graveyard, so it can be on your own field or graveyard or your opponent's field or graveyard to activate one of these effects. So either attach it to Ring 2 monster as material or place it in your place it in your zone your link monster points to and take control of it if it belongs to your opponent. So that's a Widow Anchor. That's a Cyber Dragon Infinity / Silent Honor Arc-esque effect. And if it is in the graveyard, special summon it to your zone your link monster points to. That is a Shark Cannon-esque effect. So very, very cool card. Interesting. It can do some nice things. The only issue that I have with this is that we already have Splight Smashers, which is a very good interruption on top of being a board-breaking card in a way. It's a quickly spell card, so it's a little faster than this, which is a trap card. So going second, you're not gonna have the ability to use it right away. You're gonna have to set it and then use it next turn. And you can only activate this if you have at least an Xyz or a Link monster on the field, and I'm not a super big fan of that. And on top of that, it targets, and it only removes monsters. It doesn't really do anything about spells and traps, and, you know, big boys that can't be targeted and stuff, unlike Splight Smashers, which banishes without targeting. In my book, that is a little better, I'm not gonna lie. And the fact that it's a quickly spell makes it objectively better than this card, even though I truly believe that this is a very respectable card. I do not believe that this card will see play. I do believe that this card will see play as a one-of, very, you know, decent card as well. And it can be abused in multiple decks, you know, too. You don't really necessarily have to play Splight, you know, just the Splight engine or the Splight deck in order to abuse some of the Splight cards. As we have seen in the OCG, the Tearlament's deck with Ishizu cards are already playing Splight Elf to revive back Diviner of the Heralds and then trigger the effect to send Elder Entity Entis and pop a card the opponent controls. So you can do a few crafty things that way. And these cards are also very good. So overall, I'm actually pretty surprised at how Konami was able to make a bunch of these new... What the frick happened to my... But anyways, make a bunch of these new cards not unfair, but good enough to the point where people are actually going to at least look at them. And, you know, that is definitely something that we should be focusing on instead of always trying to make everything tier 0. Just, you know, if sometimes we can give, you know, the deck support that is playable, you can definitely play at least one copy, but you don't necessarily have to play like 3 copies, and it's not gonna make the deck immediately insta-banned, then it could definitely work. But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts about these new cards in the comment section below. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.